like that. Things like that. Things like that. It's all good in the long run.
Hello everyone, I'm Malc1976, and this is the first of my dual reviews. And today I'm joined by
ZXSS. Hey, it is the first dual over review for our site.
Yes, I
think
believe it is.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yay! And today we're here playing the Steam release of King of Fighters 13. I think it came out a good few months ago, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It was out on the consoles first.
But I somehow think I think they tried a little bit harder with the PC port, don't you?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better online.
Oh yeah, they're interesting. It's a bit laggy from time to time, but then again, SNK aren't really a high-end company anymore like they were back in the 90s and the early 2000s. They don't have the big support like a lot of others do. And you've gone for the Fatal Fury thing.
Yeah.
Should I expect nothing less? Right, now the thing is, Malc, you was always a bit of a downer on the King of Fighters series, weren't you?
Yeah, that's true, because I never actually liked the original ones.
So what changed your mind about this one?
Well, just how good the graphics are and how well it plays. And how, mainly, there's not a lot of fighters on the PC unless you're emulating them, is there?
That is very, very true. There's quite a few good, what I would probably describe as indie games. that was a bit, oh, yeah, I think I kind of deserve that. But yeah, but this has been the first one that's really changed your mind, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. As I say, I'd say this is probably one of the best fighting games. Not the best, obviously. That still goes Super Street Fighter 4, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but it's definitely just right against it, I think.
I think this one is really good because one thing I give to SNK for sticking to their guns with the 2D.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That is a major scale advantage, and of course the HD sprites look really, really nice. And they're hand drawn like a lot of the other ones. Skullgirls is another one which is hand drawn, but this one is done extremely nicely. And miss! God damn it! So I do like that one, and this is a definitive better off than what happened with King of Fighters 12, which was a disaster in all honest opinions.
Yeah, I played that on the 360 and I didn't like it at all. I think it was like rushed because it didn't have no bosses or anything.
No, that's the thing. Now I know the King of Fighters series in itself. Yeah, it's got the very nice the graphics, I'd say, which Skullgirls have. But I think because Skullgirl uses the cartoon aspect to it, it obviously looks a bit better. Where they've gone for the realism aspect with this one. And like I say, compared it to 12, where 12 was minus the boss character, and that was really, really kind of embarrassing, if you ask me, because they always had a set of games. Every now and then, every year they release one of the games, which is just basically like a super mash together of all their characters. But for some strange reason, they always use Regal. So, oh shit, man, you're kicking my ass. That hits far too many times.
Joe Gash is the best one on Fatal Fury Special, I found, as well.
Oh, it's true. The good thing with this, it brings together a lot of characters from all their franchises. So
yeah.
Even though some are questionable. Ooh, nice counter there. But this is basically puts the finishing touch to the whole Ash storyline, which they started all the way back in 2003. Only difference is they... Oh, yes, straight in there. Yeah, so it didn't... They spent several years on the in-between just to get it all done correctly. Now, what about the game mechanics follow suit? It's got a 4-button system, which works really, really well. What do you reckon to it?
Yeah, they do. It does work well. It plays pretty much like any of the Neo Geo ones do.
Well, that's a strange thing. Over the years, they've only really introduced one additional button, if I remember rightly. Because I know King of Fighters 11 used a special super button as a 5th one. But with this, they've gone back to their good old-fashioned 4 scheme, which to me is how it goes. And having the more modern-day pads as well, it helps with things like the dodge roll and everything like that, making it a lot easier to get away from your opponents. And that's something which Street Fighter never really had, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. You can still quickly run backwards and quickly run forwards on Street Fighter, but yeah, it doesn't have a dodge.
And I know with Street Fighter some characters do have dodges. So, oh god, I hate that rising tackle move. And yeah, so SNK have always been very good for putting additional things into the system. I do think they do it better than what Capcom do. Oh, that fell short. Yeah, Capcom have always managed to keep things rather simplistic and not put too many features into their game. But no, SNK always, to me, always seem to try for something that's a little different. Ah, knockdown. But like I say, the controls use light punch, heavy punch as per usual, and I think it does well without the need of having the 6 buttons, which Street Fighter is more famous for. Yeah, it plays very well. I'll give one thing as well. The animation for the characters is very, very smooth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And of course, I think they've managed to put everybody's favourite character in too, because like I say, you've got a fondness for the Fatal Fury team, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't mind the Art of Fighting team as well.
Is there any particular reasons why you're fond of those guys?
Because I think they're the best SNK fighters.
Yeah, it's
Fatal
true.
Fury games and the Art of Fighting ones. No, I tell a lie, World Heroes is really good, but that's by Alpha Denshi or something.
Alpha Denshi, and they only really appeared inside of Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, didn't they?
Yeah, I've never actually played that.
Oh, I can sort you out that one, so don't worry. And yes, I love this move. Like I say, and when they introduced K to the games in '99, they created a very good character. That's definitely my own honest opinion on that one. But that's also one of the things which I think the King of Fighters is very good for. They put down a very good storyline. Their storyline is always a lot more focused than what Capcom's is. The Street Fighter storyline has basically gone all over the shop, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, because it's gone back between Street Fighter 2 and 3.
Yeah.
For some reason with 4.
Yeah, and then that's just weird, if you ask me, on that one. But the one thing with the King of Fighters series, they've always been very, very consistent with their storylines, because basically King of Fighters got a yearly release. They had to keep the story going from year to year to year, and I think the storylines are generally that little bit more epic than what the Street Fighters one is. Of course, because of the whole thing with going here, there, and everywhere, and because Street Fighter 4 fell in the middle somewhere, it's like sitting there. It's like you're just confusing the matters somewhat, and you're just generally being a pain in the ass, if you ask me. With that, yeah. So I give credit to SNK for at least being consistent over Capcom, and that's for damn sure. Right, one thing I want to say. What about the boss character for this one? Well, there's 2 of them really. You've got Psyche, and then you've got Dark Ash, which all inhibit sides of classic SNK boss syndrome. What's your opinion on them 2?
Yeah, the bosses are really cheap. I don't like the bosses at all. But then that's what they like on all of them.
It's been a very big trait over history, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I reckon they've got a reputation, don't they? They've got to keep the bosses cheap because that's what they're famous for.
Yeah, I think that's right, mate. The bosses always are cheap, aren't they, on the SNK fighters?
And basically, I reckon personally for SNK side, if the bosses aren't cheap, they ain't doing their job properly. And that's for damn sure.
Then again, I was playing the one on the PS2, the 3D one that you don't like, and the boss is cheap on that as well. Duke, I think the boss is.
Oh, Maximum Impact.
Yeah, I don't think that's that bad actually.
No, you said you were surprised by it when you sat down and played it. I really don't think I gave Maximum Impact enough time, personally. So I might have to go and have a replay of that at some point. I'm doing a lot better with Leona today than what I did last time. and that's for damn sure. But again, back to the fighting system. I think the fighting system is very fluid in this as well. There's enough to keep it mixed up, and even though there's a big variance on the characters, I really don't think anyone really excels over it. Yeah. So, but no, the fighting system's good. There is a good amount of characters to the whole thing as well, and of course they're playing in teams of 3. So I reckon this was always one of the good things with the King of Fighters series, is you couldn't just learn one character. You had to learn 3. To be, I know some of the home console versions of King of Fighters allow for one-on-one play, but the original arcade systems were only ever 3-on-3. Mind you, that's a feature that's actually missing out on 13. Is it? There's no one-on-one fight mode, is there?
No, I don't. No. I don't think there is. I know on practice you only have one, but that's practice, ain't it?
Yeah. I'm just like thinking, it's like are they really trying to keep the spirit of King of Fighters alive by just keeping it locked into the 3-on-3? If so, then maybe that's a good thing. So can't really complain at that. But a one-on-one mode would have been nice. Oh shit. But no, the 3-on-3 plays well, and like I say, it does test your skills. Street Fighter, as good as it is, and you can get away because you need to know one character. But like I say, with this one, you've got to be good with 3. And I'm getting my arse handed to me here. Yeah, so the whole aspect is good. What I am glad with is they took away the for the previous set of games the tag system, which to me was just sitting as like you're trying to rain on the versus system, which is no good. And this is, I was like, are you just, oh shit, just ran straight to that one. Yeah, and you're just, like, you're just trying to Marvel vs. Capcom with just
with SNK characters.
Yeah, and no big over the top moves. So to me, it was just like, yeah, you're kind of missing the point here. Any downsides to the game that you can think of?
No, not really. I mean, it does play really well. It does occasionally lag a bit, but then is that down to our connection? I mean, I don't know.
It could be on that one, but all in all, it does play well. You could stick it in stupid resolutions on the actual menu screen.
Oh
yeah, there's actually resolution options for this game as well. Go one more time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's actually resolution options for this game as well. And ones that push it above 1080.
Yeah, that's true.
So, which I think for a game like this is a little overkill, if you ask me. But it does the job nicely for what it was. It is a faithful rendition of the arcade version. So we can't complain at that. Just purely on that. I'm going to play with Miss Big Boobs. And looks like the Akari team have been on a mass scale of steroids. But all in all, if you're a fan of King of Fighters games, you seriously you won't be disappointed with this. Not by a long shot. SNK have kept very, very true to their to what they're saying and what they're doing, and they've created themselves a decent fighting game out of the whole thing. Any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking it out, or getting if you can get it cheap in the Steam sale. I'd say it's my second favourite fighting game next to Street Fighter 4. Better than Mortal Kombat because you don't have to press a button to block. I know
that's always been a problem with Mortal Kombat, with that bloody block system. And that's always something that annoyed me. I personally reckon, I think it's £22 at Steam at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I think I paid for it.
Yeah, no, you got it on a special offer, didn't you? They had it going cheap. But I wouldn't pay 22 quid for it. I would say wait for a sale or wait for a price drop before getting your hands on it. Because £22 is a little much for an old style game, but if you're a dedicated King of Fighters fan, I say you wouldn't be disappointed in paying the price for it. But every now and then they do have that sale, so keep an eye on it. Okay, right. That's me done for here. So I'll see you all soon, people.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. More videos coming soon.
Yep, indeed, on my channel too. And also subscribe to Malc as well. Because he's got some good stuff too. Alright, bye-bye.
Things like this, things like that. It's all good in the long run.